All right. Good morning, 30 Dayers. I'm so glad that you guys joined me today for 30 days, 15 minutes for the entrepreneur, brought to you by Deeds Be Done. Today is day 3, and today we'll be discussing dreamers versus entrepreneurs. This to give you guys a little bit about me for those of you who may be joining who didn't hear about who I am the first day. I am Ursula Dunn, owner of the Deeds Be Done platform, which is a platform where entrepreneurs with home services businesses can come and advertise their business through our service. And today, on 30 days with 50, for 30 days, 30 days, 15 minutes, the entrepreneur. We will definitely only take 15 minutes. I promise I won't take any more of your time. Sorry, but there will be homework. I want you guys to get the most out of these sessions that you can. By the end of the 30 days, I'd love for you to have like a notebook full of notes that help you launch or grow or trigger some ideas on what you can do better for your business. So get a notebook and please do the homework. The way it'll go is a topic of the day, an inspirational quote, a case study, and then some tips on that particular topic. Unfortunately, it's not interactive because it's only 15 minutes, so we want to get through all the material. But feel free to reach out to me at info@deedsbedone.com if you'd like to set up a 30-minute virtual coffee session, and we can review anything, any topic that we discussed through the 30-day, 15-minute entrepreneur, or just talk about your business. Whatever you'd like to further discuss, I'm open for that. And without further ado, set my clock so I know. Today is day 3, dreamer versus entrepreneurs. And
Do you have a screen? We can't see the screen. We
oh,
see
you
our
can't see the screen?
No.
Oh, share screen. Alrighty, here we go. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so today is dreamer versus entrepreneur, right? The quote that I selected for today is, so many of our dreams at first seem impossible, then they seem improbable, and then when we summon the will, they soon seem inevitable. That is from Christopher Reeve, and that is a perfect quote for today. So if you're starting your journey on your business, it might just really seem impossible. It's like, it's so hard, it's too much, I can't do this. But then as you start taking those steps towards your goal, it does seem improbable, but you're making some progress. And then as you start to see it grow and you're like, oh, I actually have a product, people are interested in it, I'm getting some traction, that's when it seems to become inevitable that you will be successful. So I would love for you guys to just hang in there and pursue it with everything in you. So I did put a case study in for today, but I have a lot of material on the dreamer versus entrepreneur. So I'm just going to kind of brush over to Iris. This is a company that was started in 2003. Craig Jenkins Sutton, he took his love for gardening. He was working for someone else and decided that he didn't want to work for someone else anymore, and started his own business. And of course, at the beginning stages, he was like, very excited, but he found it hard to really to get traction as far as customers. So he put out like marketing, and then he got one client, which was enough for him to start, but it wasn't really where he wanted to be. And what he did was try different kind of channels, marketing channels, and the one that hit home for him was the door knockers. So he started putting door knockers on people's doors, and then that took off. So he used different channels of marketing. He didn't give up. It might have seemed impossible at first. Then he got his first client. It was improbable. And then through a little bit of hard work, he did get some traction. And in 2010, it was a $1 million business. So I like to give these case studies so that you guys can get a little inspiration and know that, what you're doing may seem small right now, but it can absolutely grow to something big. Now, when it comes to the dreamer versus the entrepreneur, there's some characteristics that you're going to find. The entrepreneur is not risk averse versus the dreamer, who has all these ideas that are great, but and they have valid reasons as to why they don't want to pursue their goal. Like, I have to make a living, I need that security, I need my medical benefits, which is very valid. But at some point, you're going to have to take a risk. And not to say you have to leave your day job. A lot of entrepreneurs continue to work their day jobs while they pursue their passion in their small business. But at some point, you have to move from being a dreamer to an entrepreneur. And then they're passionate. They really believe in the product or the service that they're bringing to their customers. So if you have that passion, if it keeps you up at night, if it's that one thing that keeps burning inside of you that, I just have to do this, you really, really need to pursue that with everything in you. And then they do the work. That's the difference in really commercializing an idea is, putting on your boots and your gloves and getting out there and just doing the work. There's no way around that. In this slide down at the bottom, I actually put this little diagram because I'd had a very heated discussion with someone about idea versus execution. You can't have execution without an idea, but an idea with poor execution is not going to be successful. So, it was a debate on which one is more important. And I found this graph, and I hope you guys find it helpful. So if you have an awful idea with no execution, it's about worth $1, right? But if you go down to the bottom and you have a brilliant idea with brilliant execution, it's worth an unsurmountable amount of money. It could be 10 million, it could be more. So for me, I think execution is absolutely important. So even with a weak idea, let's look. Got a so-so idea, and then the so-so execution is $10,000. And then you have a great idea, great execution, it's $1 million. So you guys can see how it kind of hits your bottom line with the execution. That's very, very important, how you execute your idea. I think, does anyone have any questions about that, any feedback? Since we're only 4 of us on the call, I think I could take a little bit, maybe a minute or two. Okay, so I'll keep going. All right, so tonight for the homework assignments, I'd like you guys to look at what it will take to execute your business. So start really thinking about, okay, I have this great idea. What do I need to do in order to commercialize this to make it into a business? What knowledge do I need to obtain? What resources do I need to obtain? Do I have the expertise? So we'll talk later more about, partnering and getting mentors and things of that nature, but start thinking about like, where are your gaps in understanding the market, your product or service, and then say, what do I need to obtain? How can I obtain it? We live in the information technology era, so anything you want to know or learn about is at your fingertips these days. So you can get the gist of just about anything or expertise, depending on what it is. Just by searching the internet. There's a lot of free resources for entrepreneurs on the site. So I would start looking at what free resources you can get to start getting some of that expertise versus paid. And at some point, you might have to pay to get that expertise, whether it be hiring someone, a consultant, employees, or using some of the portals or classes. You need to start thinking about that as well. What will I need to get in order to make the execution of my business the best that it can be? And then what work you need to put in and what your dedication to this is. What can you dedicate to it, right? Some of us have day jobs that we still need to, so our time is limited. What can I commit to this? Can I commit 20 hours a week? Can I commit my weekends? And what times? And once you have established what you're going to commit to it, stick to it. You will start to see progress as you commit that time, and it's undisputable time that you give. Nothing and no one can come between that. You'll start seeing traction in what you're doing in your business. So that will take you from dreamer to entrepreneur. Everybody has great ideas. As I mentioned before, everybody has great ideas. The difference between the dreamer and the entrepreneur is the doing. And the doing has to be at a level, at an execution level that's brilliant. And that is all that I have for today. I promised you guys that I would keep it to 8:15, and we're actually at 8:12. What I do want to remind you guys is that if you care to share your homework assignment with us, make sure you post it on our website. I am recording these. I will probably re-record this one because I didn't have the screen up at the beginning. So I'll re-record this and then put this up on our site for review. Please share with any entrepreneurs this event, and you can share the webinar information since the Eventbrite is having trouble with the sign up, saying that it's sold out. I wish it was sold out. And then also, if you want to schedule time with me, feel free to send an email to info@theesbedone.com, and then we can schedule some chat time. Lastly, I hope you guys can join me tomorrow for day 4. Day 4 will be about overcoming the fear of the unknown. Like, this is the biggest thing that stops people from moving from that dreamer to the entrepreneur space. So tomorrow will be a really good one about how you can overcome that fear of the unknown when trying to start your business. All right. Well, thank you guys again. I appreciate you joining today. I will be posting the recording, and please feel free to share your homework.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.